So today we're going to talk a little bit about a new project I'm working on. I'll tell y'all how I'm doing it because I've honestly taken a little break from publishing. I haven't published a book in 3 or 4 years. And so while I have some extra time, I decided that I wanted to finish a project. I went to look through all of my ideas in my phone. I checked out all of my notes, and I found out the ones that were some are halfway done or had a decent amount of work on them. And then I also was looking for something that I could complete fairly quickly. And also it had to be something that I was passionate about and excited about. So I picked a book that I started called Bloom, which is the story of the world's first flower, which I think is really cool. It's a story I got excited about. I watch a lot of plant documentaries about the secret life of plants, what plants talk about, how plants change the world. So I figured that the story of the world's first flower would be a great topic. So I went online, Googled it. I didn't see any books about the world's first flower. Plenty of books about flowers, plenty of books about botany, but I didn't see any kids' books about the world's first flower. So once I completed my story, the next thing for me, because I write children's books, and even if you are writing any book, you need to have some type of design done for the book. So I have to get the cover designed, I have to get the pages illustrated. And trying to find an illustrator, there's a couple of different routes you can take. You can ask people that you know, you can call around, you can search online. For me, that's what I did. For my first book, that's what I did, and for my latest book, that's what I did. So I went on a site called Fiverr, Fiverr. If you don't know about Fiverr and you're an entrepreneur or a creative, you need to know about Fiverr. You can get a lot of work done for not that much money, and usually it's great quality, whether it's editing, whether it's a website, whatever. Check out Fiverr. So I went through Fiverr. Also, oh man, you know what? I'm lying. There's another website called Reedsy, Reedsy, Reedsy. On Reedsy, it's basically a freelance website that's dedicated to people who work on books, illustrators, publishers, editors, writers, anybody, everything that you need. You can post what you're looking for, and then people will send you back quotes. So I found a bunch of people online. I posted about the editing of my book, and I made a post about the illustrations for my book. I wound up not going with an editor. I decided to edit it myself because the book was so simple. I didn't want to pay for it. You know, I know I'm a cheapskate, sorry. But I did find an illustrator who gave me a great quote. She suggested a lower price. I increased the price because I wanted to pay her for designing the whole book, adding in a couple of different pages. So also these freelancing sites, they usually charge, and it may be unethical, but I usually try to find out the freelancer's email address, and then I'll email them so that we can work out a deal and I can avoid paying that fee. It's like $30 depending on how much you're spending, but $30 adds up. It's a recession we're going into. So so I got with my illustrator, and what I did was I went through my manuscript and I wrote down illustration notes. Some of them said exactly how I wanted it. Some of them said illustrator's choice. Some of them said text only. Me and my illustrator had a FaceTime. We got along. We talked about the project just to clear up any, I always recommend that you clear up, that you take the time to speak, even if you're working online and digitally. Take the time to speak to the person you're working with so that all of the small details can get ironed out. So as you can see, the illustrations came out really nice. I'm probably going to move the font around, but I recommend that you get a couple of pages just to get on the same page with your illustrator so y'all know what to expect from one another. But I really think this came out well, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to all come out at the end. So this book is currently in progress. I'll let y'all know how it comes out. I'm looking forward. I'm probably going to release it as an ebook, and then I'll decide what's the best plan of action. I consider myself to be like 49% artist, 51% business. So I don't see why I couldn't get it sold in a lot of plant shops, garden shops, any type of organic, herbal, natural type places, flower shops even maybe. We'll see. So, and actually, as I set up the business part, I'll let y'all know how I do it. So until then, see y'all later.